She went pale when I revealed the necklace she's wearing has a camera-cheating wife story. Have you ever watched the person you love most in the world become a complete stranger right before your eyes? I saw it happen in the faint blue glow of a phone screen at 2:17 a.m. My wife Jessica was asleep next to me, her breathing even, the picture of innocence. But her phone, which she'd started guarding like a state secret, lit up on her nightstand. A single message preview from a name I didn't recognize. Can stop thinking about last night? You were incredible. My heart didn't just break, it turned to ice. I knew in that instant that the life I had was a lie. But what I didn't know was how deep the betrayal went, or that the beautiful diamond necklace ID just bought her for our anniversary was. Just to gift it was the beginning of her end. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you're from and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. For 10 years, Jessica was my world. We built a life in a brownstone in Chicago on a quiet, tree-lined street just off Lincoln Park. Our friends saw us as the perfect couple. I was a partner at a downtown architecture firm, and she ran a boutique PR agency. We were successful, happy, or so I thought. The change was subtle at first. It started with late nights at the office, hushed phone calls she'd take in the other room, and a sudden, intense privacy about her phone and laptop. When I'd ask, she'd just laugh it off. It's just work, honey. High-profile clients, you know how it is. She'd touch my arm, her touch feeling practiced, distant. She became cold, manipulative, twisting my concern into accusations. Why are you so insecure all of a sudden? She'd ask, her eyes like chips of glass. I can't breathe with you hovering over me. The villains, her and whoever was on the other end of those texts, felt untouchable. I was the fool, the obstacle to their little fantasy. The discovery began in pieces. A receipt for a dinner for two at a ridiculously expensive restaurant on a night she claimed she was working late. A charge from the Peninsula Hotel on a Saturday afternoon when she was supposedly at a spa retreat with friends. I called the hotel, my voice shaking, and asked if they had a reservation under her name. They did. A king suite for 2 nights. That was the moment I emotionally broke. I sat in my car in a parking garage on North Michigan Avenue, the city's glittering lights feeling like a mockery, and I just shattered. The humiliation was a physical weight, pressing down on me until I could barely breathe. But then, something inside me shifted. The grief curdled into a cold, hard resolve. I wasn't going to be a victim. I was going to be a strategist. I hired a private investigator, a grizzled ex-cop who'd seen it all. He confirmed everything in less than a week. The affair partner was David, a real estate developer whose projects her agency was promoting. They were brazen, meeting for lunches at Gibson's, weekends at his lake house in Wisconsin. The pie delivered a folder of photos that made my stomach clench. Jessica, laughing and kissing this smug, self-satisfied man. That's when the plan began to form. It wouldn't be enough to just divorce her. I wanted to dismantle the life she'd built on my trust. I started gathering proof, meticulously documenting everything. I contacted a shark of a divorce attorney, a woman known for leaving her opponents with nothing but the clothes on their backs. We set the traps. I moved our joint savings into a separate account, citing a volatile market and the need to protect our assets. I had the pie get sworn affidavits from hotel staff. Our anniversary was approaching, and I knew it was the perfect opportunity. I bought her a stunning, custom-made diamond necklace from a jeweler on Oak Street. It was delicate, elegant, and at its center, nestled among the diamonds, was a high-resolution pinhole camera with audio. She loved it. "Oh, Michael, it's breathtaking," she cooed, letting me fasten it around her neck. She never took it off. The final act was set for a charity gala her agency was hosting at the Art Institute of Chicago. It was her biggest night of the year, the culmination of months of work. All of Chicago's elite would be there. David, of course, was the guest of honor. Jessica was radiant in a black evening gown, the diamond necklace sparkling under the lights. She felt invincible. During the main presentation, I arranged to have the AV team switch the feed. As Jessica stood on stage, ready to give her speech, the massive screen behind her flickered. It didn't show the planned presentation. Instead, it showed crystal-clear video from the necklace cam. It showed her and David in a hotel room 2 days prior. The audio was perfect. Every whispered promise, every insult directed at me, Every laugh at my expense echoed through the silent ballroom. The room was a tomb. I watched her face. The confident smile faltered, then collapsed entirely. Her skin went ghost white as she instinctively reached for the necklace, finally understanding. The camera was still live, broadcasting her horrified expression to hundreds of stunned faces. David tried to slip out a side door, but the press, smelling blood, was already on him. The fallout was immediate and catastrophic. The gala was a disaster. Her clients dropped her agency within days. The story was everywhere, a salacious tale of high society betrayal. Our divorce was swift, prenup held, and the evidence of infidelity and her misuse of our joint funds for the affair left her with nothing. She lost the business, her reputation, and her friends. I last saw her 6 months later. She was working as a hostess at a mid-range restaurant in River North. Her designer clothes were gone, replaced by a cheap uniform. The arrogant confidence was gone, replaced by a hollow, haunted look. She saw me, and for a moment, her eyes filled with a potent mix of hatred and despair. I just held her gaze, feeling nothing at all. The life we had was a ghost, and I had become its executioner. I sold the brownstone and moved to a penthouse apartment overlooking the lake. The city lights spread out before me like a blanket of fallen stars. It's quiet now, the only sound the distant hum of the city that never truly sleeps. Sometimes I stand by the window and think about that night, about the blue light of the phone, and I wonder if she ever truly loved me at all. The end.